Do you remember a few years ago a movie came out called Searching? And it was a movie.
No.
The gimmick of it was that it all took place on a computer screen. It not Unfriended, because that's like a straight up horror movie.
Okay, no.
Which I do not recommend, but I love. Searching was a movie that took place on a computer screen. The whole movie takes place on a computer screen, and it's all about this guy trying to find his missing daughter. Fantastic movie, great twists and turns. Searching.
Okay.
I mean, that's a movie everybody has to watch at least once.
Oh, I'll write that down. It reminds me of Taken. One of my I love that movie.
Oh yeah, I mean it has. I would say it has some. Not really.
Reminds me of The Smell of Freedom.
The Smell of Freedom. If you like Taken, I think you'll enjoy Searching.
All right.
But here's the thing. So they just put out a second one, and this one is called Missing. And in my head, I was like, how are they going to pull this off?
Some character is going to have to come back from the dead like an Avatar 2.
So in Missing, it's not a direct sequel. It's just, hey, this movie also takes place on a screen. And in this one, it's a young girl who has to find her missing mom. Her mom goes missing.
Okay.
And so it's sort of the reverse. In the first one, the dad is trying to find the daughter. In this one, the daughter is trying to find her mom. And it's only a sequel in that it's on this meta level where they are aware you've probably seen the first one, and they know that you know what kind of tricks they pulled to pull off a surprising movie. Mm-hmm. So you're sitting there the whole time thinking you've got this whole thing figured out. Or like you'll notice something.
That's how I am when I watch Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. You'll notice something and think that you weren't supposed to notice it yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's the park ranger who's the bad guy.
But they're writing. But when the movie was over, I was in awe because I was like, you know what? They wrote that movie knowing that some people were going to pick up on these clues early and some people weren't.
Yeah.
They wrote this thing so that no matter whether you had seen the first one or not, you would be surprised in different ways by where the plot went. Because for half the movie, Kelly and I were ahead of the story a little bit. Then at a certain point, everybody gets caught up and you're like, finally, okay, we knew this. But because, I don't want to give too much away, but because you were so caught up in me like, yeah, we know. You're missing little things.
See, this is just like Scooby-Doo. It's like Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. When your whole time you've watched Scooby-Doo, which was my favorite show as a kid, it was always fake. And then Zombie Island, they were real.
The twist is that they're real.
And I was like,
and you have... Yeah, I contend that a movie that pulls off a good twist, it's always because of the meta. It's always the meta because the movie has to trick you into thinking that it's following a formula.
Yeah, exactly.
If the movie can do a few things in the first act of the movie to put your mind into that mode of thinking, okay, I don't have to notice these things because these are all tropes.
Yeah.
So then it's not like they've tricked you. Your brain tricked yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, they're like, look, no, we never said we were following that trope. You just assumed because you've watched 100 movies that you didn't have to think about this, but you did.
That's cool.
And then when you watch it again, you're like, oh, how did I not notice that? Well, because your brain just, when you watch a movie, you know...
Yeah, you
don't think about shot, reverse shot. You don't think about these things that you've seen 100 times in a movie. So if they can do a few things early that put your brain into that rest state, then they can pull off really surprising twists. So anyways, I don't know which movie is better, Searching or Missing. I think that Missing might be better with the context of Searching, and I think maybe Searching is a better movie because it feels more like something that could happen. Whereas Missing, in order for them to kind of make it a surprising movie, has to be a little bit more over the top. Like the whole idea is that the mom goes missing in another country. So the daughter is like on the computer in America, like having to like solve this international mystery. And it just feels a little like over the top.
Yeah.
But because it's there are clues you can follow and stuff, your brain is sort of like bridging that gap of like, this wouldn't really happen. Whereas Searching almost feels like something that could happen.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because it's just a guy trying to find his daughter who went missing. And both movies have a pretty good like parent kid dynamic that you're sort of invested in as it goes as well. So, Searching and Missing, very, very
I will try
good
and
movies.
find that online.